to your favorite realty guide, Brick by Brick. All your questions on buying, selling and investing in property markets across India will be answered right here. Of course, there is a lot more to look forward to on the show today. Market reports and all the trending topics from India's real estate. Coming up, Gurgaon-Faridabad's last green zone, the Aravallis, could soon lose their only protection. Policy changes at the centre and state are opening up Haryana's Aravallis for commercial use. We bring you the pitfalls of this change. Online realty portals are making headlines almost every day with large amount of money being poured into this business. How robust are these business models? A special report. Then of course we call out the top property options in Bangalore, 65 lakh rupee price tag. Mumbai between 75 to 80 lakh rupees. What are your top choices? Aravalli Hills of Haryana are the last remaining virgin forests of the National Capital Region that make them prime real estate today. Citizens of Gurgaon and Faridabad have been fighting along with locals to protect these eco-sensitive hills from being eaten up by real estate interests. But it looks increasingly difficult and like a losing battle thanks to silent policy maneuvers by the government. Vasudha Sharma reports what's really going on there.
The Aravallis of Haryana are fighting for survival. Haryana's forest cover is the second lowest in India. And yet it continues to look the other way when its last patch of Aravalli forests are fast getting sliced up for real estate. Locals who call these Aravalli ranges of Gurgaon and Faridabad their home for generations reveal how their village common lands have become a booming market for farmhouses.
बिजनेसमैन जो लॉबी है वो यहाँ पे हावी हो गई है और वो हर तरीके से अपने तरीके से जो चाहे वो मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ यहाँ पे क्या है हमाम में सभी नंगे हैं वाली कहावत है यहाँ पे पॉलिटिशियन भी है यहाँ पे एनजीओ सेक्टर भी है यहाँ पे प्राइवेट लोग भी हैं गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर भी है ये जो बाबू लोग हैं
Few kilometers from Delhi, just off the Gurgaon-Faridabad expressway, the Mangarbani Grove, sacred to locals here, is on the radar of both Haryana's town planners and private companies with land holdings here. What you see behind me is an under-construction hotel which locals say belongs to a political family. At various places in this Mangarbani, you can see gated farmhouses and demarcated plots belonging to private companies waiting to go public when the laws turn in their favour. Change of land use, fencing of land and construction activities continue without a check, all taking advantage of the fact that the Aravallis are still not labelled as forests by Haryana.
16 से लेके सरिस्का राजस्थान तक एक ही ये बेल्ट है, एक ही वाइल्ड लाइफ कॉरिडोर भी है। उन्होंने तो कर दिया दिल्ली गवर्नमेंट ने और उसे 16 वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी तैयार कर दिया, लेकिन हरियाणा ने अपना पार्ट प्ले नहीं किया।
जो अब तक रेवेन्यू रिकॉर्ड पे चढ़ा हुआ फॉरेस्ट है उसे तो ये फॉरेस्ट की डेफिनेशन दे रहे हैं, मगर जो नहीं है और जो जंगल आगे डेवलप हो गया उसे ये कह रहे हैं कि वो फॉरेस्ट ही नहीं है। जो डेफिनेशन होती है तो फॉरेस्ट की डेफिनेशन है तो वो स्टार्ट होती है फॉरेस्ट इंक्लूड्स, तो वो एक इंक्लूसिव डेफिनेशन है तो उसको बढ़ाने का एक स्कोप है।
The nail in the coffin will come from what is transpiring at the centre. The Environment Ministry is rewriting the Forest Conservation Act to introduce a new definition of forests. The draft proposal says that only areas notified as forests and those with a dense tree canopy will be classified as forests. Environmentalists say this opens up the Aravalli ranges for commercial use because its natural dry canopy in Haryana's semi-arid climate will never meet the centre's new definition. The other policy manipulation that the Haryana government is playing in the background is in its sub-regional plan. Even as it designates the Aravalli ranges a natural conservation zone, it dilutes it with this oxymoron. Aravallis falling in the urbanizable areas are to be excluded. Environmentalists who have been studying Haryana's Aravalli forests say the clock has begun ticking, with most of the natural water channels having vanished.
We are ringing our death knell. Already 42% of Delhi's children are unable to breathe properly as they should be. Do we want to make that into 84% very soon? For whom are we buying these commercial buildings if not for our children? Do we want to starve them of air and oxygen in order to leave them a legacy of a building?
Economy cannot succeed without ecology. And in a chain reaction of events, sooner or later, Losing the Aravallis will spell a weather and water crisis for Delhi NCR. With camera person AJ Joseph, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV.
Let's move on. We've got this email from Pooja. We are going back to taking our Q&As, and Pooja had written in to say, I've shortlisted 3 BHK in Hulimavu, Bangalore. It is a TG solitaire property of 3 BHK with a built-up area of 1800 square feet duplex, and the owner is quoting 60 lakh. I'm looking for end use and not as an investment. Kindly let me know if I should go ahead or not, and if there are any other properties in South Bangalore which I can look at. So Hulimavu, what do you think?
Yeah, so we think Hulimavu is a good, affordable micro market. This project is, yes,
right?
absolutely very close to Bannerghatta Road. This is just off Bannerghatta Road, close to the Hindani and DLF project. This project that we are referring to, it's trading below the weighted average price of the market. This is the project between 34 and 3800, where the weighted average price is around 4,000 rupees. The project is also ready, so absolutely no execution risk. It's a very small project of just 32 units. So because the project is ready and it's an affordable project compared to the price points of the other projects in the market which are still under construction, it is a good project. Also, it has good source of water, both borewell and Kaveri water. That was also a cause of concern or that you had, and that we are addressing through this query. Let's look at some key data points. We've also got some projects in Bannerghatta Road for you where the total weighted average price is 4950 rupees a square foot, and the inventory overhang for Bannerghatta Road is 17 months and Hulimavu is 15 months, so both very safe on that front. Price appreciation is almost identical, about 10.5% on an annualized basis for both the micro markets. Shravanti Paramount by Shravanti Group off Bannerghatta Road in Hulimavu is another project that you can consider getting ready this year. This is something that will be better because a new project is always better than a 2.5-year-old project. This is 160 units, similar price points, 3,400 rupees. It will be completed by mid of 2015, and it has good amenities like a swimming pool, toddler pool, children play area, and these amenities really keep the project's price appreciation going upwards and helps in that. Total units are 160 over here. Vedant Vihas by Vedant Projects, again a small project of 70 units, 4150 being the rate here. This is located in the Hulimavu main road. Also, the project is constructed over 1 acre. It will be ready by mid 2015. They have hardly any amenities, so you may want to consider the first project before that we suggested. Although they have a small clubhouse and a half basketball court, but they don't have a swimming pool or anything like that.
Sabine, I'm just looking at the price appreciation chart of Hulimavu in Bannerghatta Road. The numbers are looking very, very average in terms of appreciation over the last 2.5 years.
Yeah, but if you look at the analyzed price appreciation in Bangalore, micro markets, different micro markets are giving between 10% annualized to about 14% annualized.
Okay.
But there are, I'd like to point out here that there are some hidden gems in Bangalore that have given 60 to 70% returns in the last 3 years as well.
Absolutely. I think sometimes the quality of the product, the same group has done one of the best villa projects in Whitefield, and I think just the fact that they were doing another villa project, it was a complete sellout.
So there are, so I think what boils down in real estate today is are 3 factors which are determining real estate appreciation. Most important, the city has to be seriously employment generating, white collar jobs. Second, that the project has to be extremely high quality. And lastly, there has to be a demand supply mismatch. And there is a demand supply mismatch for that segment. Now, super luxury segment like Adarsh, or like for example, if you look at Magnolias, the whole Gurgaon market has crashed by 30%. Magnolias has gone up by 30% in the last 3 years. Because of a demand supply mismatch. There is no super luxury product out there in Gurgaon except one project.
But it takes a lot of courage to launch super luxury in a
these
dull
are projects
market.
These are projects that are launched from before.
Earlier.
But it takes lesser of courage to launch a super luxury project compared to launching, I would say, a mid project where there is no sale happening today.
Okay. Got the next question from Mumbai. Luxury projects aren't selling, and budget or just premium projects are probably doing a little bit better there. Okay, Rabindra Pradhan on the phone line with us. Rabindra, hi. Go ahead, spell out your budget and also the area that you would like to buy in.
Yeah, hi. First of all, thanks for the such a wonderful show.
You're welcome.
Thing is that I'm looking for 1 BHK in Mulund area, Central Line, Mumbai. My budget is around 75 to 80 lakhs.
All right.
And I'm ready to wait for 2 to 3 years. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. So he had also said maybe Thane, that's also a market we can consider. So 75 to 80 lakhs, we can probably give him 1 bedroom in Mulund and then a 2 bedroom in Thane. Is that the way we would want to look at it?
Keeping his requirement, which is an investment option, and considering an end-use option, we would like him to look at Mulund.
With Mulund.
Yeah, because that's a much better micro market from a demand supply perspective. It's within Mumbai, and it's a market that has got complete secondary infrastructure in place. There's a lot of employment generation happening in and around Mulund. So although the data points may not look that exciting, but you have to hold on for the next 2 to 3 years for these data points to really change. Mulund West having 30 months of inventory overhang and Bhandup West having 23 months of inventory overhang. These are the 2 micro markets we would like you to look at. The mid to luxury segments weighted average price is 12,800 and Bhandup is 10,500. And if you look at the price appreciation, Mulund West has done about 13% on an annualized basis, followed by Bhandup West at about 10.5%. The 3 projects that you can consider are Roopji Signature by Roopji Constructions, a project with G plus 22 stories, bang on the LBS mark. Project has basic amenities, no clubhouse pool. It is a small project of 92 units, but right next to the R Mall, 500 meters away from there, the DV International School and a Platinum Hospital are also less than a kilometer away. Ashwa Platinum by Ashwamed Group at 11,000 rupees. It is a SRA scheme project. Residential towers are under construction and project has basic amenities again, 2.5 kilometers from the Mulund railway station. Lastly, we have Dev Ashish by Sangvi Land Developers at 12,000 rupees. It's a SRA scheme. Slum building is almost ready. Located in Bhandup West, 500 meters from the Neptune Magnet Mall, and this is also located 2 kilometers from Bhandup railway station.
Okay, so that's a summary of the Mulund projects that you can look for as an investment. In fact, Samir, from the beginning of the show, we've already got 3 investment queries. So there is investor interest coming back into real estate. That's another good thing to look at. It's not just end-use questions. We're beginning to get investor questions as well. Coming up next, online realty portals hitting headlines every day. Are these business models workable? A special report.